Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. I'm back. I can do this every day, as I said. All right, let's just say we're going to talk today about the hadith about the Prophet tried to commit suicide. Okay, this hadith is actually in a book of the Bukhari. All right, it's actually hadith number. All right, just give me a second. I'm just going to show you something, but please follow me, all right? I'm not talking about the idiots that follow with no brain, all right? They use other people's brains like this prophet here, all right? This hadith is in the hadith al-Bukhari. It's in the book of the Bukhari, number 6581. It's in Kitab al-Ta'bir, okay? Now, look at what these people, just this one here, because I'm going to go to Brother Shamsi to where he explained it as well. All right, let's just... This guy is in Arabic, yeah? So someone asked him, did the Prophet try to commit suicide? Right? Just follow me just for a second. You have to very observe this, yeah? Because this is brilliant, absolutely. All right, now.
السؤال يقول يعني هل حاول النبي أن ينتحر صلى الله عليه وسلم؟ لا نقول هذا كذب.
He said this is a lie, okay? This is a lie.
لم يثبت أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم حاول أن ينتحر والبعض ينسبها إلى البخاري.
And some say it's actually from the Bukhari. It's in his book. He said some people say it's from the Bukhari. It is in the Bukhari's book. It is, okay? But let's just watch for a second what he's going to do, yeah? He's going to give an example, right? He's going to give an example.
لابد أن نفرق بين ما أخرجه البخاري وبين ما ذكره البخاري.
Right. He said we have to make a difference between what the Bukhari came up with and the Bukhari talked about, yeah? Right?
لابد أن نفرق. مثال عطنا مصحف.
This is ridiculous. These people don't really believe in nothing, right? Right.
هذا الآن مصحف.
Alright, we're talking about the Bukhari. What did he bring? A Quran, to give an example from the Quran. That means in the Quran, right? You know there's a Quran, like verses and all that. There's no I'm saying, you can't really say nothing about the verses. But at the end of the Quran, there's like azkar, yeah? Like dua and that, yeah? Look what he compared the Bukhari to, though. He could have brought any book and say this is the beginning of the book or something. He went to the Quran, right? What does it say about these people and the Bukhari? What does it say? But then we're going to stop here, yeah? Because he's going to, all he says is that, oh, you see, the verses of the Quran, they are from the Quran. But the names of the Quran, the surahs or the additions in the Quran, like the end of it, there is azkar, right? He said, that's not from the Quran. But that is obvious. Any blind people, anyone who doesn't know the Quran, he will know, right? That's not from the Quran, right? Anyone, right? But the Bukhari is not the same. Bukhari is not the Quran, you people, right? Now, I'm going to stop here and come back with Brother Shamsi.
Wanted to. Okay, there's a, here said, I read a hadith in Sahih Bukhari that the Messenger of Islam tried to throw himself off a mountain when he got the revelation. Is it right to think he was suicidal? والعياذ بالله نعوذ بالله من ذلك أعوذ بالله من ذلك. Imam al-Albani, may Allah have mercy upon him. Likewise,
Okay. So he brought up an Albani. I told you about Albani, yeah? So the way he's explaining this, all right, the way they're coming up with these excuses, all right, it's just excuses. The Bukhari, like they say, is 1,000 years old, all right? All right? Okay. They're saying it's the most authentic book after the Quran. And the Bukhari had rules and regulations, who is authentic, who is not. Okay? But he ended up putting this hadith in his book. Okay? So, is this hadith is not authentic, like these people are finding excuses, right? It shouldn't be on that book, because it's not the Quran. Okay? But the Bukhari put it in his book. And for these people to find explanations and excuses, to come up with different things that to confuse you with. And he's talking about the Albani. Albani was born in the 21st century. He wasn't born with, with the Bukhari. He wasn't with the messenger. He wasn't with the companions. He didn't know nothing about them, and they don't know nothing about him. Okay, but he's actually trying to explain to us why that is from. If it's not authentic, or it's not from a Bukhari or whatever. I mean, come on, this is stupidity. But let's go. Just listen to the stupidity.
This hadith, the hadith when the first time the Messenger of Allah received the revelation, it's been mentioned 6 times in Sahih Bukhari. How many times? 6 times. Bab al-Wahy, Bab al-Tafsir, and other the chapters, yeah? None of them mentioned the ziyada. The ziyada came...
Ziyada means addition, okay?
Shihab al-Zuhri. Mohamed ibn Shihab al-Zuhri, may Allah have mercy upon him, he said, Balaghana, and reached us that the Messenger sallallahu after when
basically the Zuhri, right? Zuhri said he heard it from this Urwa, right? And Aisha. So I know what they say is this hadith is stopped here, and it wasn't directly from Aisha and all that because there's the word akhbarana, which is this Urwa told them, okay? They didn't hear it from Aisha, okay? So that's hadith like mawquf here, okay? It's like stopped, right? I understand all these excuses, all this, right? The rules and regulations from the Bukhari himself, okay? But why didn't he respect his own rules and regulations? That is the question, right? You can squeeze it and explain it and find excuses, whatever you want. But why? What is it this hadith doing in his book? If you saying it's not authentic or whatever you're saying, right, or Albani told you, then remove it from the book. All you have to do, the hadiths that are not correct, or you think you're not correct, or you're embarrassed with, right, just remove them from the book. Because this book is not the Quran, right? But you think this is the Quran because you actually give an example with the Quran. See this man worship, right? This cleric worship. They have so many bad hadiths about the Prophet, bad hadith about his wives, right? Insulting the hadith, Allah sometimes, right? But they keep him in the book. Because if you clean all that book, you end up with about 5 hadiths. The rest of them, you can just chuck them away. Because they contradict the Quran itself. Right? But these people do not worship God. Right? Do not worship God.
We came to him after the Ghar Hira, he tried to commit suicide, okay? Or tried to free himself, not commit suicide. And this ziyada is not in accordance to the...
The ziyada is not committing suicide, right? No, it's not. Because I'll read you the whole hadith, okay? This is Bukhari 6581. كتاب التعبير. قال الزهري فأخبرني عروة عن عائشة رضي الله عنها وفتر الوحي فترة حتى حزن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فيما بلغنا حزنا غدا منه مرارا كي يتردى من رؤوس شواهق الجبال فكلما أوفى بذروة جبل لكي يلقي منه نفسه تبدله جبريل فقال يا محمد إنك رسول الله حقا. Okay. فيسكن لذلك جأشه وتقر نفسه فيرجع فإذا طالت عليه فترة الوحي غدا لمثل ذلك فإذا أوفى بذروة جبل تبدله جبريل فقال له مثل ذلك. That means every time the Quran stops here, Revelation stops, the Prophet goes to this the top of the mountain and tries to throw himself up. All you have to say, right? All you have to say is this hadith is weak because say akhbarani Urwa. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you. But regulations, I'm with you on that. Let's just say for the sake of it, I'm with you. Yeah, there's no ziyada. The hadith is mentioned in the Bukhari on this manner, exactly the same words that I read. Okay. So why are you trying to get away from it? Okay, you can say the hadith is weak in the Sahih al-Bukhari, but no, look what he said. This is actually in the Sahih al-Bukhari, but listen to him.
Of Sahih al-Bukhari. So Imam al-Albani said this addition, which is he tried to free himself on the top of the mountain, is incorrect. Okay, because Sahih al-Bukhari, Imam al-Bukhari put conditions for the hadith to be authentic. That's why we say every hadith in Bukhari is sahih. Because this hadith, which is a...
So every hadith in the Bukhari is sahih. Okay? But this one is not. So, what addition? Who added it then? If the Bukhari itself, the book of the Bukhari, right, has additions in it, who added these additions? Because it's in his book. Go and check it out. Don't take my word for it. Go and check it out. It's in his book. Okay? So who added these things in the Bukhari then, if it wasn't from the Bukhari? Who added them? So you add in things. So every time someone comes like Albani or someone added things in the Bukhari and telling us it's the most authentic book after the book of Allah, and you actually give an example with it from the Quran. With the Quran, you actually think it's the Quran or something. I don't understand. Well, what do you worship, the Bukhari or God? I don't understand. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? It's actually it's in the Bukhari. Anyone can check. This hadith is in the Bukhari itself. Okay, it says mentioned differently in other babs, or in other doors, like this here. But in this bab, all right, in this bab, it's actually in the Bukhari. Kitab al-Ta'bir. This bab is actually in the Bukhari, right? It's not in another book. It's actually in the Bukhari. So if it was an addition, something added something in your book. So who added that thing in your book, like he's saying, okay? Who added it?
Lengthy hadith is in the other place which is sahih. So just this addition that he tried to throw himself on the mountain, that is incorrect. Okay?
Incorrect. I want to throw myself out the window at the moment. I live on the 13th floor. Honestly, because you read in their book this, and you said it's an addition. So who added it? If the Bukhari came up with his own rules and regulations, and he put that hadith in his book, so he doesn't respect his own rules and regulations. He's put in weak hadiths in his book. After the Prophet comes to him in his sleep and told him, no, it's authentic. It's mad. This is madness. And this Prophet's here. If you follow them, you're going to lose your way. And after this, you're going to chop people's heads off because they've got hadiths to chop. I'm going to come to all these hadiths, all right? I'm going to basically not stop, all right? So you tell there is hadith that authentic in the Bukhari. You can kill people, right? You can kill people. You can chop their heads off. You can take their money. You can take their women. But they like them. They like them because that's what they like. That's what the Arab likes. That's how the Arabs used to go and invade other people's countries to take their money and to take their women and enslave their men. That's what they've done. From what? From the Quran? No, the Quran never says that. It's from the hadiths, from the Bukhari. And I'm going to come to that one by one to expose you and expose your lies. These people are making money out of this. This Shamsi is making money out of this. He's not doing it because the guy doesn't work, okay? I heard him saying he does not pay taxes in this country, right? I'll look for a video. It's haram to pay taxes in this country, but it's okay, it's halal for him to use hospitals, doctors, public transports, roads, pavements that he can sell his stuff. It's halal, but it's haram to pay taxes. It's haram, right? From what? That's from the Bukhari. They take hadiths from the Bukhari, whatever suits them. If something doesn't suit them, they make it weak, and they come up with excuses like this. If something suits them, they make it strong. They make it authentic because it suits them. It suits their narratives. It suits their pockets. That's all it is. It's just a game. It's a it's a political game. That's what it is. These people buy and sell from this book, from the Bukhari. And they say this actually from Allah. It's up to you. Follow them, man. But they confuse the crap out of you with their words. But they don't confuse me because I know. I can see through them. Okay? Because I grow up with them. And I'm sick and tired of their bullshit and making us feel like we don't know shit except them. Alright? They're the prophets. We have to listen to them because we're stupid. We can't think we have got a brain. We should put our brains in a plastic bag and just stop it. Just to stop our brains, we can listen to them. But when you read their words, it's simple, man. They're just so stupid. The way they explain things is so stupid. It's just confusing you, throwing you into like a roller coaster for you not to understand nothing. But I can understand what you're saying because I actually grow up with you. You know what I mean? So I know your tricks, and I'm gonna keep going until I expose all of you and all your lies. Peace.